I built a software product from scratch with no coding background, no technical teams, no investors, and fourth is most important thing is I'm not coming from a rich family background, so no rich banking. Just me, Claude, my PC, and a problem I could not stop thinking about. Within a few months, I had a real SaaS product ready with a live website, payment gateway attached to it, and started distributing via Reels, hitting 20,000 views to 80,000 views. Organically, it started generating leads in infinite numbers, which you can't even imagine. But here is nobody told me while building my own SaaS product, which is building a SaaS software is actually the easiest part. What kills most SaaS product is the process which is actually coming before building a SaaS product. Now, when I tell you, I know what actual process look like because I actually lived it. So in this video, I will show you the exact 6 steps which you need to start making $10,000 a month easily with your first SaaS product. Number 1, the exact problem which nobody talks about. Number 2, how I build a product step by step. Number 3, the backend foundation for building your SaaS product. Number 4 is actually very crazy. Start distributing your SaaS product with having zero budget in the pocket. Number 5, framework to earn $10,000 a month. Number 6, which is very crazy, mindset that shift everything. And I think the 6th point needs to be on the top of it because the mindset is everything which you need to start making money online. Otherwise, if you don't have that kind of a mindset, then you can't even make $1 online too. Which sounds crazy, but it is actually true. So let me tell you where this actually started. I was watching the space and everyone was building ED tech product with how to get a good result, how to track your performance, how to good in maths and how to good in subjects and all of it. But nobody was covering that one single problem which looks actually very small, but when you go deep into the problem is actually very big. And that problem is a counseling problem. For those people who are actually going for a career counseling, those guys have only 2 options. First, either they pay hefty amount of money for their career counseling just for one single session. It could be $500, it could be $600, or it could be maybe, I don't know, $430. Each counselor charge as per their expertise. Second option is either they Google that kind of questions and they get a very generic response, which is not quite worth it for them. Nobody was actually building a software which can actually consult like a real human being, charge up like a real human being, give instruction like a real human being, and not act like a friend but act like a consult, including a parenting skills, including a child skill, including some funny humors into it. Because we are Gen Zs. We don't like a serious conversation for such a long period of time. We need some funny variation into it. So I built my own masterpiece which actually started solving a problem under 30 days and I started getting good response. Here are some of the proof which is going around on the screens. Now keep watching this video because it's going to get more interesting. Now here is where most of the videos stop being honest. They show you go to the Claude, write down your idea, and Claude will start building your SaaS product. Or copy XYZ prompt from my description and boom, your SaaS product will be ready. This is not what you think going to happen in this video. So let's start without any time waste. Step 1, the idea system. I spent days searching not locally but globally, made tons of notes, watched tons of videos online like how career counseling is happening offline and online too. What kind of advice they give, what kind of disadvantages are there in career counseling, how they find out their interest by identifying their logic, by identifying their psychometric test, by identifying something else. What are the ways like how actually career counselor treats those students while they are coming with them. How to humanize systems which not actually feels like an AI but actually feels like a consultant. Step 2. Building MVP. The first version was so ugly. It broke constantly, but that was the point. I needed something for test, not something perfect to admire. Then solved a lot of bugs which was coming with their first version. Imagine if you have a good UI design but your product is not working at all. What's the point? So while building the product, while building your MVP, there is first most important thing you should focus on is just getting the result. Not how it looks, not how it's generating, just getting an accurate result. That's the only thing matters the most. Moving to step 3, the backend foundation, which is the most important part which no gurus or no AI creators told you about. In this, number 1 you need is Google authentication. Now don't ask me why, please. Number 2, payment gateway. How are you going to receive the money if you don't have the payment gateway? Third, privacy policy, terms and services. Fourth, bug testing at every stage, which is pain. Oh my god, if I start thinking about that bug solving part, it actually took me a decade to solve the bug because I was not coming from a technical background and going like solving HTML and blah 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 and bracket and hyphen and all this kind of shit was just screwing my mind again and again. Fifth, purchasing a domain. Of course, you can't run your website on localhost 3000 dot whatever the shit, because you need a domain. If you're thinking that your domain is going to be a free of cost, you don't have to spend a penny for getting your product live, then you are wrong. You cannot have your product run on localhost. So the product was built. Again, I built a website also from Claude only. I just gave some prompt that what I need to build a website, and website was also live. The payment gateway is also connected. For building a payment gateway, if you are from India and you're watching this right now, you need an import-export certificate, which is actually going to cost you around 600 rupees, roughly around $6-7, right? And once you have that import-export certificate, you will get a code from that import-export certificate, and that code you have to indulge in your payment gateway process if you are going from any Indian payment gateway application. But if you are going for Lemon Squeeze or Stripes, whatever. But then I made a mistake that a lot of first time builder make. Yes, I thought distribution is going to be the most easiest process, but it's not. Really. I mean, like, I was like, oh, distribution is the very easiest thing. Let me just focus on building a good product. But I was wrong. Again, I was wrong. Telling you again, distribution is one of the most, you can say distribution is the king. Building is 30% and distribution is 70%. So distribution is the most holy grail thing in SaaS industry. If you are building a product and if you think that distribution is the second part which you're going to figure out after building your product, then you are wrong. No doubt. Then I created my own Instagram account with having 0 followers on day 1 and end up getting 600 followers in less than 30 days. But before all of that, I was actually looking for someone or some person or some marketing agency who can actually sell my product online. And the craziest part about that thing is they were charging craziest money. Like one dude charged $1,500, another person was charging $2,000, another person was charging $3,000 because they said it's an ED tech product. So that's why the price is going to be high. And my price is like, my product pricing was actually too low. So if someone is even converting to paying customers, I was still not going to make a good amount of profit. So I figured out some way to start posting reels. I didn't even spend a single cent to market my product online. It was a pure organic. I started posting reels. Within a week, my reels started hitting with 11,000 views to 60,000 views. And the most craziest part about this thing is I don't have to look for leads. I don't have to pay someone even a cent to market my product because now I started generating infinite leads through my content. Imagine this, like, how can I say? Before I was struggling to get even one person to come on my product and test it and buy it. But then I started getting tons of users that they're ready to buy the product. They're ready to invest it no matter how much amount I was charging. Well, actually, I was charging too reasonable, so maybe that could be the reason. So what I learned is distribution is holy grail king in SaaS industry. If you don't have distribution, no matter how good your product looks, no matter how good your product works, but if your distribution is weak, you are not going to make it in this thing. So distribution is king. Mark this word, fit this word in your mind. The thing which you are most waiting for is the framework of making $10,000 a month from this product. Now here is the framework which you guys waiting from so long to making $10,000 a month. Number 1, find one specific problem that group of people desperately needs to solve. Number 2, build simple working product that actually solve the problem, not a premium version, not a premium looking version, or not a too many features version. Just a pure working model. Number 3, the foundation part, the backend part which you actually need and actually talked in this video only. 4th, start distributing your product before you feel that it's 100% working product now. Number 5, let the leads tell you what you need to build the next feature in your SaaS product. Not you yourself think about that this is the next feature I need to go live on it. I started with nothing on funds. If I can, then you can also make it. Now if you want to follow full journey, then subscribe, because next video is going to be how I build my Instagram profile to get me infinite leads. And that will completely change your perspective about how organic distribution happens. You don't have to spend a single amount of money to start your organic distribution. You don't have to look for someone else. You just need your mind and the simple working process, which I will reveal in the next video. So stop overthinking and start doing it. I believe in you and I hope you too. See you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.